In today's tech-driven world, life without smartphones, TV, or the internet seems unimaginable. Yet for the Amish, it's a choice they embrace fully. Their decision to live without modern technology is rooted in faith, simplicity, and community. While most are constantly connected, the Amish reject many modern conveniences, believing they disrupt spiritual life and personal connections. But how do they thrive without digital distractions? And why do they choose this lifestyle? Let's explore the fascinating world of the Amish and uncover the reasons behind their commitment to living without phones, TV, or the internet. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more insights into unique lifestyles and cultural practices. At the heart of Amish life is a commitment to Christian principles and a focus on living simply. Their values are shaped by the Ordnung, a set of unwritten rules that guide everything from clothing and work to transportation and communication. This Ordnung emphasizes humility, obedience, simplicity, and community over individualism and materialism. The Amish interpret the Bible in a way that encourages them to avoid worldly influences that might lead to pride, temptation, or disconnection from their faith and one another. They believe that by avoiding certain technologies, they can better protect their families and preserve the spiritual and social fabric of their communities. The Amish approach to communication is a prime example of this intentional simplicity. Without smartphones or the internet, they rely on face-to-face conversations, handwritten letters, and word-of-mouth news to stay connected. Social bonds are nurtured through regular gatherings such as church services, barn raisings, weddings, and family visits. These in-person interactions help to build strong community ties and ensure that relationships remain personal and meaningful. In rare cases where phones are necessary, such as emergencies or for business, they are kept outside the home, often in a shared phone shanty or small booth near the road or in a barn. Mobile phones are discouraged and, if used at all, are often only permitted for business-related matters and never for personal entertainment or social networking. Their work life also reflects their values. Many Amish are farmers, woodworkers, builders, or operate small businesses. Their jobs often involve manual labor and traditional craftsmanship. While some modern tools may be allowed to make work more efficient, like propane-powered equipment or basic battery-operated devices, these are strictly limited. In some communities, landline phones or computers might be used for business purposes, but these tools are kept out of daily home life and are managed in a way that avoids distraction. For instance, a non-Amish business partner might handle emails or maintain a simple website to promote Amish-made goods. The goal is always to use tools in a way that serves their livelihood without interfering with their beliefs or community cohesion. Television and the internet are particularly avoided, not only because of their content but because of what they represent. The Amish believe that these forms of media promote violence, vanity, pride, materialism, and immorality. Even though such platforms can offer helpful information, like weather updates or educational content, the risks of distraction, temptation, and isolation outweigh the potential benefits. For the Amish, family time is sacred. By not having screens in their homes, they foster environments that prioritize togetherness, conversation, and mutual support. Relationships come first, and anything that could harm that closeness is carefully examined or outright rejected. Interestingly, the Amish don't reject all technology blindly. Their decisions about whether or not to use a particular tool are thoughtfully and deliberately. As technology evolves, they ask important questions before accepting or rejecting it. Does this technology support or weaken family life? Does it build or tear down the community? Does it promote humility or encourage pride? If a tool passes these tests and does not lead to dependence, it may be allowed, but only with strong limitations and always under the oversight of church leadership. A good example of this selective approach is the black box phone. This device connects to cell towers like a mobile phone, but has no internet or entertainment features. It's used strictly for work communication. In other cases, GPS systems might be permitted to help with buggy navigation or for during long trips. Some communities once experimented with using platforms like Pinterest or Facebook to sell handmade goods, but many abandoned the idea after seeing negative effects, such as exposure to worldly ideas, promotion of pride, or a loss of community focus. These experiments show that while the Amish are willing to test new tools, they are equally willing to walk away if the technology threatens their values. This thoughtful approach is not only practical, but deeply philosophical. The Amish believe that every tool has a moral impact. For them, gadgets and devices are not neutral. They shape how people think, act, and interact. Technology can lead to social inequality, vanity, or a weakening of faith if not used with care. That's why they don't seek convenience for its own sake. They prioritize simplicity, equality, and harmony. Even in Amish businesses that use limited technology, the focus remains on traditional values. Tools are never flaunted or turned into symbols of status or identity. The transportation choices of the Amish further illustrate their commitment to a slow and connected way of life. Most travel by horse and buggy, which naturally limits how far and how fast they can go. This slower pace encourages local living and reduces reliance on outside systems. For longer trips, Amish families may hire non-Amish drivers, but they do not own or operate cars themselves. This again reflects their desire to avoid independence from the community and excessive convenience, which could lead to pride or separation. Their lifestyle also offers lessons that go beyond the Amish world. In a time when many people feel overwhelmed by constant notifications, digital addiction, and screen fatigue, the Amish serve as a reminder that not every innovation makes life better. Their deliberate and values-based approach to technology challenges us to pause and reflect. What would it look like if we applied the Amish test to our own tech choices? What if individuals and even companies asked, does this help or harm our mission, our values, or our relationships? For example, a business that values privacy might avoid software that tracks user behavior or mines data. A company committed to environmental sustainability might choose suppliers and tools that reflect those ideals, even if they're less convenient. On a personal level, we might choose to set limits on screen time, remove unnecessary apps, prioritize in-person conversations over text messages. The Amish show us that living with intention rather than habit can lead to greater peace and purpose. The Amish rejection of phones, TV, and the internet is not about living in the past. It's about preserving what matters most to them: faith, family, and community. Their way of life is not easy, but it is rich with meaning. Every decision is made with care. Every tool is examined with caution, and every day is lived with purpose. In a world chasing speed, efficiency, and constant connection, the Amish choose slowness, simplicity, and deep relationships. And in doing so, they offer a quiet, powerful example of how we might live more thoughtfully too. In a world that thrives on constant connectivity, the Amish lifestyle stands as a powerful testament to the value of intentional living. By choosing simplicity over technology, they prioritize faith, family, and community, creating a life that's rich in meaningful connections. How might their thoughtful approach to modern tools challenge us to reconsider our relationship with technology? In our busy lives, can we learn from the Amish and take time for quiet reflection, stronger relationships, and a more meaningful life? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking content.